Did he have any for you?
I did.
Welcome to the Wilcox Performing Arts Center. Before we start the performance, we would like to make you aware of a few auditorium etiquette procedures. Please take a moment before the performance to silence and darken all cell phones and other electronic devices. As a courtesy of respect for the performance and audience members, refrain from reading or sending text messages, as well as taking flash and video photography during the performance. Please wait for applause before leaving or returning to your seats. We have wonderful acoustics in our home. Even the quietest of whispers can be heard and can be distracting to the performers and your fellow audience members. We hope you enjoy the performance and thank you for attending.
Good evening. My name is Kurt Kissinger. I'm the middle school band director here in Algona. The first group you heard this evening, not this morning, this evening, was our fifth grade band. And fifth graders, you guys did a great job. And before you know, it was our sixth grade band, and already super proud of them for playing that down by the Sally Gardens. Slow music in band is tough, and they did really well with it. So before we play our last piece for the sixth grade band, I do want to recognize some students. We had an honor band. It was back on February 1st. It's the Middles and Music Honor Band, and it's at South Hamilton Junior and Senior High. And we had a number of sixth grade students selected to represent Algona. And so right now, when I call your name, would you come on up and you can grab your certificate. Let's hold our applause to the end. Addison Birdie on the horn. Alicia Birdie on the trombone. Natalie Bierstead on the trombone. Aubrey Giddings on the alto saxophone. Felix Rosato on the Barry saxophone. Ella Lauk on the bass clarinet. Grace Miller on percussion. And Brynley Offerman on the clarinet. Let's give these students a round of applause. I am so fortunate to be able to work with so many really good people. 175 middle school band students is a ton of fun. It's always interesting, but I love it. And I love working with you guys. I love working with our colleagues, my colleagues. I have two special people who are also part of the Algona band staff. Our high school band director, Nick Liebel. I would tell you, as a dad with two sons in that ensemble, I'm very glad that he is our teacher. He is making that high school band sound outstanding. You are in for a treat. And I'm glad to be able to call him a friend as well. And we are also very fortunate to have Dave Rich working with us. And you might not know that name or that face as much, but he was the middle school band director here for 30 years. And then he retired, and then he came back. So that's a special person right there. Kindest human being I know, and just a wonderful, wonderful person to have working with our students. So Nick and Dave, thank you guys. Love being part of your team. back in December, we had the Algona Band's recording project. And in that recording project, we had 6th grade band worked very hard for recordings, 7th and 8th grade band worked very hard for some recordings, high school band worked very hard for some recordings. They turned out awesome. One thing that we did with those recordings is we submitted them for consideration to become a conference honor band at the Iowa Bandmasters Association conference. And so I'm very, very happy to report that our 7th and 8th grade band was selected as the only middle school band in Class 3A and 4A in the state of Iowa to be able to perform. So this will be the first time an Algona band has been selected. We know we have good bands here in Algona, and I'm very excited that in May we'll go down to Des Moines. We'll perform at this conference at the Marriott Downtown Des Moines Hotel Conference Center, and at that time the whole state's going to know that Algona's got a good band, so I'm excited for that. Before we play our last piece of our part of the evening, I do want to recognize we have some 7th and 8th grade students selected for the Middles and Music Honor Band. So when I call your name up, come on up, grab a certificate, and let's hold our applause to the end. Willow Hillsbeck on flute, Morgan Inglis on clarinet, Lillian Kelly on horn, Micah Kelly on clarinet, Jace Moser on alto sax, Lydia Racer on tenor sax, and Evie Zimmerman on the trumpet. Let's give these students a round of applause.
Let's give it up again for the middle school bands. Good to see everybody. Thought that would have got me more time. I'm Mr. Legal, I'm the high school director. The ensemble in front of me will be introduced by Cassidy in just a minute once the percussion are done setting up. Thanks for being here. We're happy to be here. Up in the booth there, if you look behind me, we have Mr. Morgan and Mr. H. They're running the lights. Let's give them a round of applause. Running out of people to clap for. Good. Parents, we can clap for you. Students, let's give it up for your parents coming out tonight. Give them a round.
Hello everyone, I'm Cassidy Bierstead, and this is the chamber group. We meet every day and work on improving our musical skills and being able to play with each other. We've been learning to play without a conductor. Sorry, Mr. Legal, we don't really need you. But yeah, so we've been working on a piece which is called Selections from Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker by John Williams. It includes the main theme, The Rise of Skywalker, Anthem of Evil, the Imperial March, Rey's theme, and the finale. We are also featuring Catherine Hart on the clarinet. I hope you all enjoy this piece. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the final portion of tonight's outstanding concert. I must say I'm glad to see everybody here. It's a great night. Before we start the high school concert band's portion of tonight's program, let's give one more outstanding round of applause for the high school chamber band, along with 5th through 8th grade bands, and the outstanding IBA director, Kurt Kissing. Thanks again to all of them for their outstanding work in our band community. Next up is the high school band brings to you the first of 3 pieces being showcased tonight. Emblem of Unity is a rousing and powerful piece of musical literature composed by J.J. Richards and edited by James Swearingen. This triumphant march has been performed in high schools, colleges, and even in professional ensembles all around. It's sure to knock your socks off. Thank you so much and enjoy.
called Old Scottish Melody, but is more popularly known as Auld Lang Syne. The title Auld Lang Syne roughly translates to Time Gone By and is played on New Year's Eve by many for its symbolism of friendship, reminiscence, and letting go of the old year and welcoming the new. The ballad was written and composed in 1788 by Robert Burns as he traveled around Scotland and was then fine-tuned and published in 1793. We hope you enjoy the classic tune, Old Scottish Melody.
All right. I want to take a moment to talk about this wonderful group of students behind me. I want to not only share their accomplishments, but I also want to show the younger band students that you can be involved in high school band and still be involved in other activities. Please hold your applause until the end of the demonstration. Before we do that, here are some statistics for you. So our average GPA in the high school band is 3.6. We have 15 students that have a 3 to 3.4 GPA. We have 30 students between 3.5 and 3.8. We have 20 students at 3.9, and we have 10 students with 4.0. Let's just give it a, let's clap it up. All right, man, we're going to do that stand-up, sit-down thing. So stand if you're involved in at least one sport. Stay standing if you're involved in 2 sports. 3 sports. 4, 5. Stand if you're involved in the following activities. Band. Had to give myself a layup. All right, jazz band. Color guard or drumline. Choir. Jazz choir. Honor band or honor choir. If you auditioned for all-state band or all-state choir. If you're doing a solo or ensemble at Solo Ensemble Festival. If you're in theater or speech. Model UN. Cheerleading. FFA. Quiz Bowl. The now retired academic decathlon. There he is. National Honor Society. Student Senate. Tutoring/peer helping. Volunteering or pursuing silver board hours. Dance team. Link leader. 4-H. Church activities. Boy/Girl Scouts. Studio dance. National History Day. FCCLA. Trap shooting. Archery. Some dangerous people in the band. Science fair. Mock trial. Have a seat. Stand if you're a letter winner in band, jazz band, choir, or jazz choir. Stand if you're a letter winner in at least one sport or activity besides music. 2, 3. 4. Stand if you have a job. Stand if you have taken or plan to take all the foreign language classes to get the college of your choice. Stand if you have taken or plan to take at least one college class in your high school career. All right, next. So, I always tell kids that want to join band that really we want the busiest kids because they're just good at getting things done. So all these kids have a lot of stuff going on, and so there's a place for you with us. All right, now before our final selection, bear with me. I wrote this down so I don't go rogue. Okay. I have some important thank yous. A program as special as this doesn't just happen on its own. It takes an incredible community of people who invest their time, energy, and passion, and I want to take a moment to recognize them. First, I'd like to thank our fantastic administration. We have truly amazing support. As the saying goes, coaches may win games, but administrations win championships. The trust, vision, and commitment you provide us allow us to build something truly special, and we couldn't be more grateful. Next, a huge thank you to our community, you guys. The very existence of this incredible performing arts center or band day speaks volumes about the value this community places on the arts. This space, this beautiful purpose-built home for musical performance is a testament to the dedication and belief in what we do. Seeing it packed tonight, filled with the people supporting these students, makes it more meaningful. I'd also like to thank the Hager Too Good Trust and the Conover Grant for their role in helping us launch Operation Next Level, which continues to bring incredible musicians and educators to our students. Just this spring, we've had the former and incoming director of bands at Drake, and later in April, we'll welcome the University of Iowa and their band director. From the very beginning, we've been incredibly lucky to have Kathy Yoakum with us. She's been a part of this journey from day one. She's here twice a week, helping build and shape what we're doing in our band room. So, a special thank you to Brad and Brooke Sudall and their family who are the first official contributors to the Operation Next Level endowment. Thank you for believing in this program and laying the foundation for its future. I would be remiss if I didn't thank and recognize the Algona VIPs, the Algona vocal and instrumental promoters. They have done so much for Algona bands and music in our school. Every year they provide instruments, equipment, uniforms, and just as importantly, volunteers who support the many events we put on. We couldn't do what we do at this level without their support. almost there. I also want to take a moment to thank Dave Rich, our other middle school director. If you want a master class in how to teach, or in how to treat people and teach, just watch Dave. He leads with kindness, humility, and grace, and he's a monster musician. His dedication to our students and his craft is something special, and I'm grateful to work alongside him. Let's give it up for Dave. And of course, I can't go out without recognizing my partner in crime, Mr. Kissinger, Mr. Kissinger. The 7-8 band selections for IBA, I'm not sure what he said before, but the 8th graders were his first group of 5th graders. So it's really cool that that kind of came full circle. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again, that it's a joy and privilege to work with him every day. His mentorship, musicianship, and friendship make a difference, and not just for the students, but for me. I hope everyone is lucky enough to have a Kurt Kissinger in their life. I know I am. Last thank you is to our students. This is about you. Thank you for your spirit, energy, and attitude that you bring every day. So I learn from all of you guys every day, and I hope you learn a fraction of what I learned from you. So, did I say that right? I hope that you learn even a fraction from me of what I learned from you. That's why I wrote it down. So, Connor Reagan is going to come up to introduce our last piece, and thanks for coming out tonight.
I will introduce our last piece of the night, Movement Frenetique by Jonathan Dagenon. This piece has challenged us not because of the rhythms, but because of the repetition. This piece is made in a minimalism style. Minimalism is the active form of music that employs limited musical materials. Prominent features in minimalist music include repetitive patterns or pulses, steady drones, consonant harmony, or reiteration of musical phrases or smaller units. It shows many different themes, but all in the same rhythm, or many styles of the same rhythm. The piece features an exciting beginning, a subtle theme, a twisted but interesting theme. Then we go into a transparent theme where layers are added onto each other by different sections of the band, and finally the finale, which acts like the heroic theme at the end. We hope you enjoy and are as excited as we are to perform.
Thank